family may be wondering how to make being anti-racist an ongoing mission instead of a current trend.
And how do you make that mission age appropriate so every member of your family can get involved? Parenting expert Dr. Debbie Gilboa, or Dr. G as we know her, says there are steps that you can take right now. Dr. G, we know that our kids are observant, maybe more than we give them credit for. So they see what's happening on the news, they see what's happening in their own backyards, and they hear us talking about it. So how do we begin that conversation with them?
So first, actually, I want to highlight that you're exactly right. They are hearing it. Even if you think, you know what, I'm careful, I shield my kids from the news because there's just too much there for them to take in unfiltered. This is happening, and this is something that's being talked about on video games, like NBA 2K had a racial protest, and there's a lot going on TikTok and Snapchat. So kids really feel connected to this. The best way to find out, though, if they are shielded from everything or what they're learning is to ask. Whatever the age of your child, whether they are 4 or 14, you can say, hey, have you heard about the protests recently? And without judgment, say, what have you heard? You know, what do you think? Or what questions do you have? That lets us enter the conversation at the point that they actually are, instead of just making a bunch of assumptions, because we're usually wrong when we do that.
Right. It opens the dialogue and you figure out what they're thinking at that moment. Now, we understand you have some graphics to sort of talk us through in a way that you might be able to talk through with your children, explaining some of this.
Because this is hardest for youngest kids, right? We think, okay, my teenagers have learned enough in school that maybe they understand a little bit about this. So here's a graphic that really works well for kids. Talking about inequality, this would make sense to kids. They understand somebody else gets a cookie and I don't. Somebody else gets an apple and somebody doesn't. That doesn't seem fair. That's unequal access. But what we often talk about when we talk about equality is, okay, well, we'll give everybody the same tools. So is this equality? Everybody has the exact same tools, but because the system is a little skewed towards one person, then it's pretty easy for even a young child to see this isn't really equal. This is, even though the tools and the assistance are evenly distributed. And then you can show them, okay, so what about if you get to the idea of equity? Equity sounds like equality, but it's a little different. It's when we give somebody custom tools that identify and address something. And I love this picture because kids get, oh yeah, okay, so you just give somebody a taller ladder. And then you get to the idea of justice. What if we try to fix the system? And this gets us into all kinds of great conversations with our kids about privilege. But if you take this tree and you show this to a small child and you compare it to cookies that a teacher is handing out, or an older child and you compare it to, say, computers in schools. What if this was about having schools that could have computers for all kids? It's really much easier, even for younger children, to understand these big concepts. I say, as an adult, I found this to be a really grounding, helpful image.
Those really are powerful images to see
the
there.
way you talk through it, it makes sense, yeah.
And so
and one of the things you can do with your kids is get them to talk through it. Say, what do you see in the picture?
Right.
Who's feeling what here? What's fair? What's reasonable?
How do you just explain race in general, the differences in our color of skin and how that impacts people? I mean, the images are really powerful, but just even that point to say, our skin looks like this, but other people's skin looks like this, and that leads to X, Y, and Z.
Well, actually, one of the best things that we can do to be anti-racist is get our kids around people, knowing people, learning from people. And I don't mean learning from them about racism. I mean learning gymnastics from them, or learning math from them, or seeing that our friends have different colored skin, because kids notice. And if this is part of their everyday or every week, then that really helps them to be around diversity. But one of the things that we do a lot with children is we ask them to recognize patterns. And even very young kids, like your youngest, Heather, is great at recognizing patterns, same and different, or known and unknown. And kids are naturally afraid of what's unknown to them. That's not that they learned racism at home. They are naturally afraid of strangers from the time they're 9 months old. So part of our job is to make sure that people who look or pray or sound or speak differently aren't all strangers.
And maybe for older kids, or maybe for kids of all ages, what about parents using books or movies to try to help underscore what's going on?
So in that same way that familiarity helps, just making sure that some of the books and the movies and the dolls and the games that you have in your home have diversity represented in them is really valuable. And then layering on the conversations. Both of those things are really useful. Not expecting school to take care of it, or the Black family that you're friends with to take care of it, or the other people in your life to do this work for you. Learning yourself is a really good start. There's a great book called Why Are All the, I hope I get this right, Why Are All the Black Kids in the Cafeteria Sitting Together? That's written by a Black author, and it talks really concretely for adults and for older kids about these issues.
All right. Well, thank you so much,
Great
Dr.
advice.
G. Yeah, it's great advice,
Very
and such an
thoughtful.
important topic.
Yeah.